Hey everybody, it's Kristin. So it is Topic Tuesday today, and we are going to talk about how I wash my brushes. I'm actually in my kitchen currently, new as you can tell by the different background. Just I thought it would give me counter space so I can kind of angle the camera down. Hopefully you can see everything. So first I'm going to show you, well, the way that I'm going to show you is the way that I'm currently washing my brushes. I've done it a couple of different ways, and I think I have 3 ways total, and I think that they're all good ways to wash your brushes. I just thought I would kind of talk about the 2 that I have used and then show you the one that I'm currently using. So, let me just grab my, okay. So the first thing that you need, no matter what you're doing, is some sort of a towel. And I have these, mine are all stained so much I can't even really get them cleaned anymore because I'm not a big fan of bleach. But anyway, so you need some sort of a towel to wipe your brushes on. And the way that I used to, when I very first started doing them, just kind of a spot cleaning kind of thing, not deep clean, but spot clean, was I used the MAC, well, actually I should grab it and show you. Okay, the MAC brush cleaner. So it comes like this from MAC. I believe it's $11 and it's 7.9 fluid ounces. So I take this and I put it in a spray bottle like this that I got at Walgreens or Walmart, one or the other, and I do half this and half water. I think I learned that from Vintage or Tacky. I'm gonna try to give credit to whoever I learned things from, because you know, obviously I learned these things from somebody. I didn't just come up with them on my own. So anyway, I do half and half, and I actually would take the brush up against the towel, pretend this is flat, and squirt right on the brush, and then, you know, brush it off on the towel. And that's what I would use for kind of spot cleaning. And I always kept those brushes to the side, even though I spot cleaned them. If I would use them again, whatever, that's fine. But then once a week or every 2 weeks, I would try to deep clean them. And the way that I was, up until recently, deep cleaning them was using Johnson's baby shampoo. This is just kind of a mini size that I got from Walgreens. And that I would just put a little bit on the palm of my hand. And I would take all the brushes I'm going to wash and I would wet them all first. And kind of get out the extra moisture, just kind of, you know, under the sink and wet them. And then lather it up in my hand with a little bit of soap and then rinse them. So, a little bit of soap, pretending this is your brush and it's lathering it up. And then I would rinse it under the water, and I'll talk about that again in a sec. But then I always just would go like that. And then I would take the towel and go like this. I realize this may seem like everybody knows how to do this, but I didn't know how to do this at all when I started using makeup brushes, and there were some videos out there, but not a ton that gave enough detail, in my opinion. I kind of learned these, kind of the little tips and tricks on my own. So again, just kind of rinse the water. And then what I was going to say about the brushes under the water is, and I know this is out there everywhere, but it just needs to be said. So when your water is coming down, you want to kind of put your brush in there at an angle, and you don't want to do this. If this is your water coming down, you don't want to get water down in the ferrule. This piece is called the ferrule because the glue is in there and that'll release your brush hairs. So just keep it at an angle, and I twist it around a lot. Sometimes I'll go like that down in the water just to make sure I'm getting everything out, and then I do that. So that is how I would deep clean. So the one was spot cleaning, and then I used this for deep cleaning. And now what I'm doing currently has replaced actually both of those. I still have a smaller travel size bottle of my 50/50 mix for when I travel. It's just a lot easier to grab a towel and clean them, and then I deep clean them again when I get home. So what I'm currently doing, and first Goss Makeup Artist talked about this, and then also Lisa SEO9 talked about this, and I was like, you know what, I really am going to give that a shot and try it. And I made mention of it in a couple of videos, but so that was just using isopropyl alcohol. This is 91%. They say the higher the percentage, the better, the quicker it dries. 91 is the highest I've ever been able to find, and I just find this at, you can see at Walgreens. So I buy this, and then I have this little like junk plastic bowl. I think I bought it from some fundraiser for my nephew. So I have a couple of these. And I use that with this. And that is what I'm going to actually demo for you today. So, I do also have a question for you guys. I'm just kind of wondering if, I know I talked about the fact that I got a whole bunch of Wen products. So I'm curious, and I realize this has nothing to do with this, but I'm just curious if you want to throw below, along with any questions you might have, if anybody is interested in the Wen products that I got, or if Wen has just been over talked about and nobody cares anymore because it's been out forever. So let me know below if you want, because I'd be happy to share what I got and what I'm using and what's working and what's not if you're interested. Okay, so I am going to pause this quickly and then change the camera angle and show you what I do to clean my brushes. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you can see how I have my camera propped up right now, it's hysterical. Okay, so there's the bowl, and then I'm just gonna put some of the alcohol in it. That's probably way too much, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna set that over here. And I'm gonna take my brushes. What is amazing about this alcohol, the way to clean this, is that these brushes, especially like these Sig Max brushes, the really thick ones, are dry in a matter of probably 4 hours. Which these ones, when I would wash them the baby shampoo way, wouldn't be dry for sometimes not even after 12 or 18 hours. So I'm just gonna dip the bristles in there up to, you know, you see, I'm not like dunking it in there. And then you just, on your brush or on your towel, just rub them off. See how clean that is already compared to what it was? I will end up going through a couple of towels for sure. If I have a lot of them. I do have quite a few today. And then again, I'll just take the edge of the towel and, oops, trying to make sure you guys can see that. And just get the excess off. But that looks like brand new now. And that, I swear to you guys, will be dry in like 4 hours. It's craziness. And then I set them on the edge of the counter. I'll show you that when I'm done. So then the same, this is my, what is this? The F25, that domed one. So I dip that like that. Try to get off the excess. And I'm not like scrubbing, I'm like gently rubbing, because obviously you don't want to ruin your brushes. And I just did this to my brushes on Thursday, I think, so fortunately I'm not embarrassed by how dirty they are. And go like that. Get off the extra. Now, I was going to talk about this at the beginning, but I'm sure you guys have all seen, these are brush guards. And these you can order on Coastal Scents, you can order on a bunch of different sites, but I did just get an email, I don't know why, maybe because I had ordered from the brush guard before, but I did just get an email that they're going to be available at Walmart, which is awesome. Everybody likes it when they don't have to order online. So I'll take it and stick in one of these, and that doesn't hinder the drying time at all. It doesn't help, it doesn't hinder, but it certainly gives it its shape. And I'm a big fan of the brush guards. Before, when I cleaned my brush before the brush guards, they just never had a nice shape to them, and this will take it back to the normal shape. And the same is for eye brushes. I just dip in there. Gently back and forth. Sometimes I have to go back again, but I probably don't, it's just more me. But you can see how all the color comes out, there's nothing left on there. And then I do the same thing. And all nice and clean. Do one more. This is my 55 brush from Sephora. It has more of a name than 55, but so dip it into here. No, and so then when it gets dirty and I don't like how it looks, then I just go over to a different part of the towel. Seem very high tech, you guys. Get off the excess. And then stick it in a brush guard. Like that. Okay. So that is how I clean my brushes. I will, I'm gonna put the camera back up to where it's supposed to be and I'll come right back to you guys. Okay, so we are going to just use, we're gonna pretend that my iPad is a countertop just because I couldn't get the angle right. When I'm done with my brushes, then I set them on the edge of my counter like that. It's not as big of a deal when they're in a brush guard because they're protected, but this one, for instance, I just don't want it to get any weird indentations. So I always set it on the edge of my counter so it's sitting off like that, so there's nothing, you know, underneath it or anything. That's what I do. I don't know that you have to do that. That's just my weird OCD. So anyway, that's how I clean my brushes. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them below. I'd be happy to answer. Let me know about the when thing. And then, yeah, I think that's about all that I have for you guys today. So I hope that you're having a great week. And I hope that it is warmer where you are than it is where I am. And I will talk to you all very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.